Nice. A small tank army set in the 30k 40k era of Warhammer. And its pocket size. Roll that intro, please. Greetings, everyone. This is Deleon Fantasy 60 here, and I'm here to do a army showcase for Epic. The reason why I'm doing a showcase for Army Epic is because it was announced this year in Warhammer Fest that Epic is coming back, and they have a trailer set in the Horus Heresy, and I said yes, finally we're gonna get that one. And as a anticipation for that one, I'm gonna build up my 30k army or Warhammer 40k for Epic. And as you can see, I had assembled a massive amount of force over like a year. I started over a year ago, and this is the thing. And I recently just finished printing those Malkador heavy tanks. And don't mind the Sentinels in there. That's just for my Steel Legion project. So all I gotta do is just prime them and pay them. And as you can see, you can see some of these things are classic from the metal miniatures, and these ones I got for online. Someone else 3D printed, and that one I 3D printed. But that fail blade is I believe that's an 8 millimeter, and most of these are 6 millimeter. So, and the tanks in front of them, like the Predator, are also six around the 8 millimeter, and those Proteus Raiders are they are the classic ones. Some of them are plastic, so I painted already Iron Warriors, and you can see I already unbased the Contemptor Dreadnoughts, and you can see I have a bunch of as you can see here, the reason why I bought this in this background, this game mat, this is the reason why I bought this for. I'll tell you why. I want to do a battle report set in 30k and set on the planet Talarn. If you guys haven't heard of that, I recommend you read or listen to the audio novel. And it's a massive tank battle in the Warhammer universe. It's set in the 30k, and this is basically after the Iron Wars virus roamed the planet. Infantry was very limited because the fighting is very interesting. There's like the toxic waste, and even the tank crews has to use hazmat suit, and the Mark 3 and 4 power armors can't even be used in there, and only like I can see the Contemptor Dreadnoughts with some modifications and Terminators. They will bring in like infantry, but it's not very good idea. They don't last long. If you get punctured with a virus bomb, you're dead. And as you can see, I assembled up a force of Sakarans, and I'm still need to complete that one because I'm following the guidelines of the 30k army list. But I might even just forgo that and just play a massive tank battle using other game mechanic. But I'm gonna stick to the epic because it's the epic system might be perfect for this. And you can see this these are 6 millimeters, and one behind are 8 millimeters, and those were printed by someone else, those Predator. But the fail blade, I printed that last year using my resin 3D printer, and that was the result. So I still have to paint that one. So, and these Proteus over here, though, I need to paint that one, and I'm gonna prime them tomorrow, and I am gonna do it. And these are the classic Predators, I believe, from the epic. So I'll just give it to the Iron Warriors. And the reason why I choose Iron War is because I have a I read the book Hammer of Olympia. Then I jumped to Talarn and I fell in love with that thing. And I since I have Imperial Fist, they're the opposite of the two coins. And I have a 30k army phase one done. I'm gonna do a separate video on that one, a showcase for my 30k army. But that it's mostly for the bigger ones. I can't play big massive armies like this, so epic is the perfect option for me. And you can see the what I build up in here, those Sakarans. Yeah, I still need to complete those things, and I need to add more predators like autocannon because I believe you can swap out which version on them. And as for the rest, I'm just gonna do that. I'm adding more Imperial Army troops, probably artillery stuff. Depends on how the situation. So, and you can see there's a Shadow Sword behind that one. That's a 6 mil. That's another classic over there next to the Malkidor tanks. And I'm pretty satisfied how they came out. So those are gonna be the heavy tanks. So they can be either Auxilia or Imperial Army troops or the Solar Auxiliary. There's so many multiple stuff. And I think you can also use tra- Trader Auxilia because that's part of the Talarn. It had multiple stories in that book that there's like the war between the traders and the loyalists, and there was another war between the spies and the stuff. And here's the book from Epic Armageddon, and as you can see, I bought this like a year or two ago, and here's my I like to collect them, and he got everything here from the unit for organization, formation, and here's like the orcs, and you can see here like these Stompas and Gonka and Gargants from back then, and wow, yeah, you can barely see those things in the bigger ones, and the Stompa the jets, and some of the tanks. You don't see that tanks on things, so you might even in Forge World. I believe they don't even have those anymore. So you can just either 3D print them or scratch build them. So yeah, I am assembling an orc army, and I'm gonna do that. And you can see that's perfect for the Steel Legion. And here are the thing for all of that stuff that is in there. And we have the yeah, look at that beautiful artwork with the Chimera and all that stuff. And here's the with Gasgul and Yarek, that artwork, that famous artwork. And more orcs. Orcs. And here are the how you'd work them, base them, and how to paint them. This was and how do you make a game terrain. Yeah, this was included. You don't see this much anymore in most games, but this was back then. And as you can see here are your unit profiles and all that stuff. Everything you need is completed in this book. So if there, you can still get this in eBay. So I would recommend getting it if you're interested in with epic art stuff like that. And you can still get the thing from either in eBay or in there's a dedicated Facebook group. They would trade in stuff or sell. If you want to buy and sell and all that stuff, you can get it in there, and you can get the classics also. So, and it's perfect because I suspect that this is gonna be in the current edition of Adeptus Titanicus with the Aeronautica, the scale. So it might be around 8 millimeter. So that it will be that is cool. So I'll be happy to see that, and hopefully when they come out with a starter set in that era, like the 30k, I will assemble that thing, play it, and review it, and see how it goes. I wonder what the rules are gonna be like, but we'll see. At the meantime, I'm gonna use this 6mm stuff and hopefully get a battle report for you guys. And I am working more with some battle reports, so it's kind of hard to do that right now. So, and life responsibilities, you know, jobs and all that stuff. In the meantime, just I would just assemble more of these things. I'll make more, and I'll probably order more vehicles like artillery units and all that stuff, and add some infantry if I want to expand beyond the campaign of the 30k era. As you can see, the Sentinels is perfect for that thing because it's in close position. Like I said in the book, they deal with they fight in the underground and along with trader and forces like Imperial Army troops like undercover, and they suddenly turn traitor on you. It's very interesting. So I recommend you read the Talarn book. And I believe there was a video game that was released many years ago back in iPad and Steam. It's not there anymore, but I played it the other night and still works with me, and that's why I was kind of drawn with the Iron Warriors with their color scheme and all that stuff and their lore. Yep, I'll call it a day here now, and I think this all I gotta do is just add more tanks in here for both sides and call it a day. And this is my short showcase army of Armageddon and 30k epic. This is Delion Francis 60 here, signing off.